Testing 1, 2. Are we right ways? Are we? Where's the camera? Where am I? What am I looking at? Now, okay, now we're right side up. So, hi. Where's the camera? Where am I supposed to be looking? Over here? Okay, I'm just gonna look wherever I want because I'm not wearing my glasses and so it's Sunday night in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, and it's like 8:30, and there we go. And probably at about like, it was before 6 o'clock. It was definitely before 6 because it was still really light out. We got bored, and pretty much everybody else was out, and I was kind of sitting around playing Slingo or doing something weird with my phone, and somebody decided to find some condoms and fill them up with water, and they're still here! Haha, mine's bigger. And these things have been really abused tonight, like just sloshed around and squeezed and jiggled and shoved down my shirt and put in people's pants to surprise people at how happy we were to see them upon their returning home. And like just thrown around and generally really, really, really abused. And they haven't broken yet. And I don't know what brand they are, but apparently they're really good. I think I'm leaking. I'm leaking! That's what you... Where am I leaking from? Okay, so it's 8:30, and after a huge, ridiculous amount of abuse and throwing at people and shoving down pants and in your shirts, we finally sprung a little leak in mine, and but that was after like, it's leaking, like 4 hours, at least 4 hours of really rough misuse and abuse and mistreatment of these poor water penises. They make really good water balloons unless you actually want them unless you actually want them to break. And I can't believe I sprung a leak. I'm really sad now because I get to take it home just to see how long it lasted. You know, for purposes of science and freaking out my parents. And yeah, so if your condom breaks or guy says condoms don't work for him, you're probably going at it really, really rough. In which case, you do that. Go ahead, good for you. But 4 hours of really rough abuse of these things. Still, finally, just sprung a leak in one, the one that's more overfilled, and that I've just really been abusing. And so if they break or whatever, you're doing it so wrong. You're totally misusing probably yourself as well as said protective latex device thing. And if he says condoms don't work for him or he's too small, or well, if he says he's too small, then run. If he says he's too big, possibly lying. I mean, we didn't play with the stretch factor. We didn't really science up all the stuff. But he's probably also lying because this stretches like a lot. Like, this has been stretched and moved and stuff. And it's not even leaking that bad. It's like, yeah, it didn't leak that bad. So if you break a condom, you're doing it wrong. Really wrong. Keep doing it, but you're doing it wrong. And I don't know what brand these are, but apparently they're kick-ass. So unless your condom's really cheap or really old or expired, yes, condoms expire. They do. Check the dates. And don't open them with your teeth because you might rip it and all that general condom etiquette that they never actually tell you about. Yeah. And in the name of science, I think I'm going to probably deposit this somewhere so that it doesn't leak everywhere. And we'll keep using the other one and see what happens. But yeah, 4 or 5 hours of really steady abuse, and they're still going. So, yay condoms, yay science, and yay being really, really bored. What?
What's leaking?
It's leaking too? Oh, you liar, it's not leaking. But yay condoms, yay science, yay being bored and having nothing else to do but condom water balloons.
try it.
Yes, try that. If you really want to freak people out, don't fill it with water, just put a little lotion on it and leave it somewhere. Don't tell anyone.
No.
Where's the... Oh, is it there? Turn it over then?
Yeah.
Maybe? Oh, here we go. Let me take off these stupid glasses. So, hi! I don't know what's going on, but we're like out here in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, and let me sit up so I don't have 8 chins. And, we got bored, and somebody decided to break out some condoms and turn them into water balloons. Here they are. And that was like when it was still light out, because it's like almost 8:30 now. They must have filled them up at like before 6 o'clock even. I don't know. We don't really keep track of the time. It's been a while. We watched a lot of Gilligan's Island, so I'd say like before 6. And they've been fondled and jangled around and dangled and just generally mistreated. And so for science purposes, we just thought we'd, make that known that apparently, I don't know what brand these are. We'll have to ask the person who they belong to. But apparently, unless you're doing something wrong, your condom is expired or really, really cheap and bad. Or, I said doing something wrong, right? You have to be doing something really wrong or be, like, monstrously huge. Because we just keep playing with these things and they don't seem to have weakened. They haven't split. They haven't leaked. Mine's bigger. Should we? Yeah, mine's bigger. And yeah, and I'm probably gonna take this home with me tomorrow just to further this science experiment and see how long they stay not broken. So yeah, unless you're going at it really hard, in which case, good for you, keep doing that. But he says he's too big. He's probably not telling the truth entirely because, seriously, we've squeezed the hell out of these things and misshapen them and whatever. And if he says he doesn't like them, then he's just an asshole. I mean, I suppose nobody likes them. I don't know. I don't have a penis. But, yeah, we're just basically abusing the hell out of these things, and they won't seem to break. We're not trying to break them, because I'm pretty sure if we were really trying to, and we just jumped on them, or bit them, or something, that would break it. But yeah, for science, condom water balloons, they're really strong. I mean, they've even been tossed around and shoved into shirts and pants to startle people, and shoved down my shirt, and just they won't quit. So to anyone out there who's got anything bad to say about condoms, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it so wrong. So wrong. Oh, my ear fell off again. And in the name of science, condom water balloons. They make for a good Sunday afternoon. The more you know.